Hello and welcome to this rapid game 2510. Let's see what I can do. I'm always close to that 2000 mark, but I don't get above it somehow. It's also difficult in some way because you get mostly lower rated opponents. So let's just do this. We've got a Scandinavian defense with knight f6. That's not an opening that I know well. So I'll just I'll just play with normal healthy moves, not doing anything fancy. Yeah, the last couple of days I released some of the rapid games, and starting tomorrow we have the London Chess Classics, and I'm going to do round recap videos showing some highlights. I have to see, maybe I'll go through all the games quickly. Just depends on how the games go. Maybe I'll go to look at one game in detail. I don't know, but I'll do some coverage of the London Chess Classics. Also take note, if you are a member of the ISSC, that I will be live for 2 rounds, doing live broadcasting of the event. I'll be on Sunday the 6th. This would be round 3, where I'll be online with Grandmaster Lars Bo Hansen from Denmark, currently in Florida. And I'll also be on, I think on the 10th, when I'll be covering together with Joe Benjamin. I think this is the right order. I'll have one session with Joel and one with Lars Bo Hansen. Okay, so I'm getting lots of tempi here, and I'm happy with that. Gaining time in an open position cannot be bad. He has to go back to b8 now. Okay, so knight c3 is the most natural move here. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Spending much time on a move like that doesn't seem right. Yeah, he spent lots of time with his knights there. Yeah, but this still looks kind of playable for black. I mean, not great, but not doesn't look like I should win outright. So maybe queen a4, actually. That could be an idea. If I go queen a4, he's got c6. I guess bishop g5, go for very quick development here. Takes, also ed, cd, queen a4 is a bit of a better version of the queen a4 immediately. Queen a4, c6, long castles, stuff like that. Or is that too brutal? Might be. That is very brutal, but it is interesting. Check. It leads to interesting play. And it looks like a possible way to exploit my lead in development. Bishop d7, I go queen b3 and attack the b7 pawn. Knight d7, I take e6, that looks terrible. Queen d7, queen b3 also looks weird. c6 looks like the normal move, let's say. Okay. The thing is that queen takes b7 threatens, it wins. Oh, it wins material. Okay, it takes that. If I take b7 now, it's going to get bishop c6 or queen or knight c6. So I will take. Yeah, how does he cover the pawn? b6, that looks pretty awkward. Maybe bishop c8, but that makes look that makes look that that move bishop c8 makes bishop d7 look bad. So this is the right kind of sentence here. Okay, queen to c8. That was not exactly what I expected, but yeah, he wants to castle. Can I somehow prevent that with some aggressive moves? Probably not. Okay, I think I'll just develop. I just wonder where. Do I go to c4 or to d3? Yeah, it's hard to tell. Let's play here. Bishop d3. Some knight a6 looked inconvenient. Yeah, so rook e1 or knight e5. I think knight e5 looks very tempting, so let's not waste time there and centralize the knight. There's also the direct idea of some d6 business. That can become quite ugly quickly. Okay, so he put some protection there on the f7 square. Rook e1 is the normal looking move. Yeah, I think I do that. It's difficult for him to develop here. Knight d7, he has to look for discoveries. The bishop on e7. Knight b d7, I can probably take d7, queen d7, queen b7 for some advantage. But I don't like to take on d7 particularly. Yeah, but I don't have a good square to put the knight. Yeah, he's playing that. Yeah, knight d7, queen d7, queen b7. That is a bit lame. He's got rook b8 and I don't see a great move here. Don't have rook d1. And d6 leads nowhere, amazingly. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm slightly better after the capture, but it feels wrong. Queen takes, queen b7, rook b8, queen c6. He cannot take b2 as e7 is also hanging. But it doesn't feel like the best possible continuation. Yeah. Queen c6, dc6. I'm having this tempo on the bishop on e7, so I will be in time to prevent the loss of the b2 pawn. I just felt that there should be something more aggressive than this, but it's good, of course. I'm not complaining. So let's see how to do this now. The b3 is a move, or bishop b3. b3 has one advantage. It gives the bishop on c4 a very stable square. It runs into bishop b4 and moves like that, though. Yeah, it doesn't look dangerous, so let's go b3. So he wants to go knight e5. Yeah, certainly, he can do that. And there's also knight d3 in some cases. I don't think that this is particularly dangerous. Do I go h3 here, or do I just ignore the whole thing? I think I cannot ignore it. Doesn't look like I can ignore it. Yeah, I was thinking bishop d5, but you can also calculate scenarios where I just return the pawn. There's no reason, though, to return it. Knight d3, rook e3. I don't really think that this is so great. Knight b4 maybe. Okay. It looks a bit weird. Knight b4 is a bit of a strange move for knight c2 and I have to look out for some h6 moves. h6 bishop h4 g5 can be, or h6 bishop h4 knight bishop f4. Those things can be quite dangerous. So my bishop is attacked. Bishop e4. Yeah, bishop e4, h6. That doesn't look too great. Rook c1 also not looking too great. Rook c1, h6 again. Not too great. I don't quite know what to do. Maybe bishop e7. Knight c2, bishop d6. That looks pretty decent actually. Bishop e7, bishop f4, rook e4. Yeah, let's go bishop e7. I don't want to play a passive move there. Knight c2. I don't believe in. Bishop d6 should be good for me. Okay. So I'll take here. Knight a1, bishop c7 should be just excellent for white. The knight on a1 is pretty useless, and I have two pawns and fantastic pawn on c6 there. And I don't think that knight c2 is good, what he has done here. Yeah, I can also just take, as if he takes the bishop, there's c7. And this is pretty good for white, to put it mildly. Now here I'm just winning. He could have defended that much better, I think. So let's see, the bishop there is completely offside, so how to do this. Knight b5, yeah, that wins. Knight d6 is a threat. Rook c8, rook c1, and knight d6 or knight a7 next. So that's the end of the game. Bishop e2 maybe. Bishop e2, knight d6, bishop a6, but no, that's not saving him either. Yeah, knight a7 or knight d6 next.
Check. Black resigns.
Yeah, that wasn't a good game, I think, on my part. It should have been fantastic out of the opening. And somehow couldn't really make it work. I'm pretty optimistic that this was okay up to here. But maybe I have to improve here. And the engine is just taking here. Yeah, it's simple, but probably good, yeah. It's probably good. Bishop takes, queen takes, bishop takes, knight d4, and white is better. Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, maybe this is good. Yeah, this is looking weird, but I'm not sure. I couldn't really exploit it. The engine agrees up to here, and now what? Yeah, it wants to play exactly like I played, but it didn't, and it gives me a big advantage. Probably I'm doing something wrong here. That b3 move. It still seems to be okay. Knight b5 is stronger though. Yeah, it is stronger. I didn't consider that at all. It looks pretty strong. That bishop doesn't have a good square at all. No. Okay. Here, h3 here. Oh, bishop e7 is the move by the comp. And white is much better. No, that was completely out of my radar. This is the engine's main line and white wins. Yeah, due to multiple pressure on f7. Yeah, this way, but this. Yeah, I actually played it right. The engine gives me a big advantage the whole way. Yeah, I was kind of unsure if I missed something or, but it doesn't seem to be. And this does lose. I was thinking some bishop f4 or something like that. I mean, I didn't see anything great for me, but here I can also just take. I didn't see anything great for him, is what I was trying to say, but I felt that it was kind of shaky. The engine doesn't see anything at all. Yeah, so it seems it was a good game, even though I had some opportunities to play in a simpler way. Especially here, knight b5 looks pretty convincing. If I get to take d6, the game is essentially over with the c-pawn. So the knight is probably inclined to go back. And if I go here now, I mean, he's much less active. So a much better version than the game. And I still have that pawn. I mean, I'm a pawn up. If I have a pawn plus great the development and piece coordination, then it should be close to a win. Okay, thanks for watching.